JP, how are you?
Not too bad.
Matt, how are you?
Not too bad either.
Oh,
excellent.
On the same page.
I think I'm a little better than you from just the sound of your voice. I'm great. I feel great. You were just like, not too bad.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Oh.
We won't get into it.
Is it the weather?
It's not helping, that's for sure.
Oh, I hear that.
Okay, so we're back.
Who dat?
All right, so for whoever thought the music was too loud, allow me to make things better for you.
Now that's reasonable. That's a nice volume.
Can you
right?
bring it down just a little bit?
Yeah.
Can you bring it just a little bit more? Just all the way.
No, we have to have some intro music. Can you hear yourself or hear me over this?
I can hear you. Sure.
I think that person needs to just turn their music down a little bit.
Okay. Not that we don't value your opinion, because you've left some very nice stuff on our podcast.
We love it.
Oakley.
But we have feelings too. I mean, Justin, that probably rubbed you the wrong way a little bit.
You know what
you put
doing.
A lot of focus into this.
We don't need someone just come. I don't come up into Domino's and tell him how to do his job.
This ain't amateur hour, pal.
Oh.
Very true. I'm loving it. Y'all keep
I
going.
hope the music sounds better to me. It sounds good right now.
All right.
It's a good catchy song.
It is. I like it. I asked the guy on the channel, could we use it? And he was like, well, it's not mine, so I don't know. So I was like, okay, but we're not making money, so I'm just going to use it, give credit, and hope we don't get in trouble.
Well, that's a challenge to all of our listeners. Go ahead and make us a theme song and then send it in to us.
Right, so then we ain't got to worry about getting in trouble.
You to listen to
Speaking of people making stuff, have you checked out Nocturnal Island's page?
No.
She does the most beautiful crafts. They're all inspired by her favorite TV show. She made the remember the necklace that Rosita gave Abraham?
Yeah. Right before he left her?
She made that. Yeah, it's incredible. I'm just sucked into her videos. She's a big Mod Podger. And
I know you like your Mod Podge.
Yeah, I mean, she's not doing the collage type stuff, but she uses it. Apparently, you can use it for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and she entered the contest.
Yeah, she made a Rishon, charm keychain sort of thing.
Really?
It was beautiful.
That's nice. She said Abraham and Daryl are going to die. She says who she thinks, Abraham or Daryl.
Now that we get so close, I fear it's going to be Daryl. And now I'm liking Daryl again, so I don't want it to be. But
I think we might lose quite a few. I don't know.
You think it's going to be? Everybody's focusing on one. You think it's a possibility?
I think, yeah.
A lot of things are steering in that direction, it feels
They
like.
said that, I watched an interview today, and they said the thing about the Season 6 premiere was them, well, the Season 6, I guess, mid-season finale premiere, was them basically wiping the slate clean and setting it up for a whole new feel of the show. Like,
new
from that point on, the show is going to be different. So, I mean, they could do so by taking out a lot of people.
You think Carol's going down? She's losing her edge. What's going on with Carol?
This episode made me gain a lot of respect for Carol. The way that as soon as she started where she was acting afraid, I was like, oh, she's
I told JP for a minute, I was kind of like, is she really freaking out? Because Carol, I don't think, has really been in that position since she's become a badass, right? She's fought and stuff, but not been tied up. So I was like, is she actually having like a
oh, she was playing
true
the whole time.
I figured she was, but I'm like, could she actually be scared?
I feel like they were storyline wise, they were really hammering that home with everybody saying, "Oh, you're pathetic."
Oh yeah,
talking about you're one of those and all that and this and that. It was a very.
Didn't they call her a meek mouse or something like that? And Merle called her that back in
twitchy
season
bird or something.
Yeah, Merle.
Yeah, nervous bird or something. Yeah, she was some kind of bird.
Merle called her a nervous little mouse in season 3, when she was starting to change, because he was talking about, if you go back when they're in the prison and she's loading up ammo and she's giving him the whole, are you with us or are you against us speech, you should pick a side or whatever. He's like, well, ain't looking, you've changed a lot since we were back at the camp. You were a little mouse scared of your shadow, and now... And she was just kind of badass then.
Carol and Daryl had a nice little embrace. I thought they were going to make out for a second.
I thought she was going to shoot Glenn in the face for a second.
That was really sweet. That was really cute when her and Glenn,
it's like silly kids, man, pointing guns in each other's faces. Silly little kids.
They're just trying to make a life in the zombie apocalypse.
Right.
Just trying to make pancakes.
Baby, is my barrel clean?
Yeah. I think she cleaned his barrel.
Man, I felt kind of bad for you, though, Matt.
Ah, man.
Sorry.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to give you this for that.
Oh,
there you go. I'm going to give you that.
But no, dude, you were so psyched about the redheaded actress lady being in the show now, and she doesn't make it past her second. Yeah. She got her face gnawed off, son.
Wow. That looked painful, too.
But she made me really dislike her. I didn't like her.
She did it. Yeah, she did it. You're saying you didn't like the way you didn't like how she played
like her
it, or you just
her voice was
she did a good job.
She did
of
a
making
good job
you not like the character
as an actress. Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
But she made me dislike that character a lot, and it's just because they were trying to. I mean, if you think about it, they were trying to do the same thing that Rick and everybody else are trying to do. Like they're trying to get away
it starts
from
to
everything.
Blur the line of like who are the good guys and who are the bad guys.
Very slow episode up to like the last.
That's what he said. But I still, when I looked at it, I'm loving this season so far. I have loved season 6, and I told him, I said, whenever there's a slow episode like this, though, at the end of it, I go, okay, this still is not Daryl and Beth slow. Not that I didn't like that episode, but come on, even the biggest of fans have to admit,
you've said that before. That's kind of your benchmark,
right? It was slow. It just was. It was like season 2 of The Walking Dead in one episode. It just drug out.
Yeah, about 10 minutes in, I was just kind of like, this is gonna be a Carol and Maggie adventure, and it wasn't bad. It had a nice payoff, but it's still. I
feel bad for the guy that most of the episode, all he did was just lay there,
bleeding.
Yeah, just bleeding. Well, I mean, yeah.
He did a lot of bleeding.
He bled after she pulled that thing out of his arm.
Stared at it, and Maggie's accent was really thick in this. I don't know if it was just me or
maybe it was the panic.
Her accent was really thick in this episode.
She was a lot darker in this episode too. We saw a slightly different Maggie than we've seen. We've not seen Maggie really go that dark. I mean, she kind of went Carol.
I think
more than Carol did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's the hormones.
Think so?
The pregnancy hormones are kicking in.
With that.
Yeah.
And she knows that she's fighting for another life also.
Yeah.
You know?
She got her belly sliced?
Ooh, that was not just the shirt.
Did it not get her belly?
No,
I literally,
geez.
I said to the point where I looked around to think like that anybody heard me because I said it so loud when she sliced at Maggie. And then Carol came out of nowhere and just capped her right in the head.
Yeah,
I just let out a big whoa. That was.
It made you jump back a little bit.
Yeah, I enjoy that. Just merciless.
I think, honestly,
merciful would have been not to blow.
Merciful
her
been
head
like,
off.
I'm going to shoot you, but I'm going to give you your last
I'm
words.
going to let you run.
Yeah.
When Carol took out the redhead, I'm pretty sure she went up there because she wanted her to knock the gun out of her hand so she could just shove her to the zombies and watch her get eaten alive.
They kept showing that rusty, bloody pipe a few times. I knew that was coming.
You knew someone was.
But I think Carol did that like intentionally. I think she wanted to make this biatch suffer.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were going for in the beginning, like in the room, how they let the guy bleed out. And then they let him bite the smoker woman. I thought that's what they were going to do, was just let them.
She was gruff.
I was waiting for Daryl to pop around the corner and be like, "Mom."
She was a walking propaganda act for not smoking.
I could have seen her being Merle and Daryl's mom, though, especially Merle. You know what I mean? I was waiting for Daryl to pop up and be like, "Ma," then probably still just still kill her. But
that'd been funny.
But no, she. At least, I mean, she was. I laughed at her though. I like the white trash kind of just like whatever, honey. I'm dying of tuberculosis. I'm
Where was
smoking
she getting
them.
cigarettes? She was chain smoking them.
I said, you know how stale those things have to be.
She monkey effed them. You know how they say you light one with the next one, like the one that you finish smoking, then you light the next one. Yeah. She was doing that. So how in the world?
Something most of us don't do unless we're drunk,
right?
I don't think.
And even then, people kind of judge you a little bit when you do it.
You're like, man.
She definitely made smoking look cool again. That's all I'm saying,
bro. Anytime. That's the reason they stopped doing it on television after a certain time, because they know you look pretty damn cool when you smoke cigarettes. Just saying. Yeah, it'll kill you, but man, they just make it look.
You do look
cool.
like a badass.
Mm-hmm. But no, I thought they were going with the route of having all of them kill each other off so they could kind of wash their hands clean of the situation. But the minute that because the guy let the guy bleed out, and then he bit the smoker woman, and then so they died.
The dominoes were falling.
Right. So when she capped her in the head, I was like, oh, they're okay.
It's
they're
on.
Just taking them out.
It's over.
All right.
We're gonna be watching people get eaten alive and burned alive and all kinds of stuff alive.
I like how they're doing it though, because I thought this was setting up for Glenn to die or something. Like they really are doing a good job of leaving you guessing. Because like when we came off last, I'm like, oh great, now Glenn is back in my top death pool, because now they got Maggie, and
I thought something was going to get Maggie.
Killed them all off. I thought this was going to be an ongoing. And then, like for instance, when Carol told them that her group killed their group on the road, I thought that was going to be the nail in the coffin. Like once she told Negan, these are the ones that killed our boys on the road. That was it. Like
she was talking about the motorcycle group, right?
But then she killed them all, so I didn't.
But
see
she
that
was
coming.
kind of understanding of it. At least she was like, "Oh, that boy was just showing off to y'all and got his butt blown up." You know, I mean, they did kind of understand the circumstances.
Again, it really was kind of blurring the line. Of who's good guy, who's bad guy.
Whose side are they on though? Were they trying to get away from Negan?
No,
or were they
were calling Negan in.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, they were saying we are Negan, honey.
That's what I don't get. Okay, they didn't do that in the comics, right? There was no. Did they?
Is that going to be the
I
thing
think there was
now?
sort of a group consciousness in the comic when they they first stop them on the road, they're like,
are there going to be hats and shirts and socks that say "We are Negan"?
It's a very group mentality.
Probably some counseling.
I think he's kind of like the Lance Armstrong of the zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
a little less uplifting.
One testicle. Which Lance Armstrong are we talking here? Are we talking like 7?
Are we talking about the maniacal one that they busted that ended up like threatening people and being all crazy?
What's that movie? What's that movie called? The Champion or something like that?
I don't know.
It's got.
Well, that's the whole.
Some movie.
They made a Lance Armstrong. I don't know.
Yeah, it's getting ready to come out.
But I mean, that's what we finally figured out. He was ruthless. He was a Negan. He had just been fooling us for so many years.
That's kind of like Jared from Subway.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah,
he's been
diddling the little girls.
Not even being funny. I actually read it on the radio like last week. He actually is having a lot of problem in prison, and he's gained. They said like 60 pounds already.
Well, because you don't get your food and all that. I bet he's having a lot of problems.
A lot of carbs in prison food.
There's
a lot of carbs.
Are there? Because I know you get the toast, but that's it. You get like tapioca.
A lot of pastas.
I actually was going to hit the buzzer on myself. I just wanted to throw the Jared thing out there because
I was going to try to bring it around to how prison food and the food they get in The Walking Dead are correlated.
Lots of creamy stroganoff. That was a splooge joke because there's lots.
What do you call a masturbating cow?
Oh, geez, I don't even know.
Beef stroganoff.
Oh, man, I like that one.
Thank you.
Oh, boy, let's talk about masturbation more.
My niece asked me the other day, could tell me a joke, and every single joke I thought to tell her was dirty. I was like, I don't have a single clean. I was like, let me get back to you in 5 minutes.
I've got a cow joke, too. What would you call the devil if he had antlers and not horns?
What?
Lucifer.
Oh, I was going to say the Deervil.
That wasn't a cow joke. It was. I made that up, you guys.
Joke at all.
No, it wasn't.
You did? You made that up?
I made that up
like
myself.
Right now? Or have you been telling
the other day at work?
Okay.
Yeah.
Lucifer feels like a South Park character.
Lucifer. Instead of Lucifer, he's Lucifer.
Lucifer is Chick-fil-A's greatest enemy.
I bet he would be.
Okay, so back to The Walking Dead here.
You just reacted like pretty much everyone in my social life. Okay, so anyway.
We understand you here.
All right, but so I don't know. So who are y'all's? We asked you guys, the listeners, to give us your top 2 picks for who's going to die.
You want to go down the list real quick?
Who Lucille is going to kill, and you to win your own Negan bat. And
that thing is
I want to know what do we think? We asked them, have we given my top 2 are Glenn and Daryl. I think it's going to be one of those 2.
I'm going to say Daryl and Abraham. I feel like it's going to be a fake out, and they're not going to kill.
Right.
I'm hoping they won't kill Glenn. We know that from the very beginning.
I really feel like the 3 strikes you're out because think about it. Think about the correlations. Baseball bat. He's had 2 strikes already. We thought he died, and then we thought he was going to die against the wall.
Keep us guessing.
Now he's on strike 3. I really feel like that because you think they're not going to do Glenn in, that they're really good. That's who they're going to do in.
I think it's going to be Abraham.
You think? See, I just
He's in love now. I feel
like that would be like kind of a letdown though, because we're expecting like a season 1 character. We haven't had a character from season 1 die since Andrea, right? Season 3, probably the last.
Let me tell you, it would not be the first time the show's let me down.
But I would, you know what, JP? I think many would.
That much is for sure.
You know,
I'm not saying it's super consistent, but look, it's not the best show.
Whoa. Can you give him another one?
And Rick is no kind of leader, believe me.
Give him an applause also.
You know what? He's a choke artist. He's a liar.
I'd love to see you and Rick go at it. I bet he'd show you a thing or 2.
He makes horrible deals. I mean, he can't negotiate. I would have had Carol and Maggie back in the snap of my 2 fingers.
Would you?
Yeah, he doesn't know how to make deals. He's not a deal maker.
This is just a complete this is a different side to you.
Man,
headstrong right now. Right on.
Look,
dude.
I mean,
on some of
the group doesn't win anymore. That's all I'm saying. I mean, this Rick. Let's look back before the zombie apocalypse. This Rick was a terrible cop. He put all of his teammates in jeopardy. Got shot at home. He had an unsatisfied wife. I mean, Lori gets 5 miles up the road from Rick, and she's already cheating on him. This is what kind of guy we're dealing with here.
I feel like we're just looking for sound effects now.
At this point, I mean,
this circus that you're talking
through
about.
His rant. I mean, it is kind of funny to imagine her and Shane.
Is that water or vodka that you're drinking right there?
Don't worry about that. All I'm saying, I mean, they lost to the governor. got by the termites by the skin of their teeth.
Hey! I thought the termite escape was pretty badass. I mean, Rick had that
But
stake
it was a
in his
total
hand.
happenstance.
Well,
they were getting ready to get their throat slit. If Carol hadn't happened to be there.
Rick wasn't. Rick had that wooden stake up his sleeve. As soon as Homeboy came up behind him, he was going to get stabbed.
Like Van
and Rick,
Helsing.
I trust. Rick would have gotten out. Now, I don't know about Glenn and Daryl. I mean, they were before Rick. So, and
in the Rick of time.
Right in the Rick of time.
I am on fire today. Thank you.
I would not let you have a joke that good without your punchline.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
No, I feel like Rick had that one. I feel like Rick would have made it out.
Oh, so the guesses so far.
Let's hear 'em.
We got Cam has just said Glenn. Like I went through the comments, looked around.
He don't even need to.
Yeah, doesn't even need to.
Just say Glenn.
It says Glenn. Queasy says Daryl and Glenn. Joe W says Daryl and Michonne. Nocturnal Island, who we talked about. Go visit her page.
Love her.
Abraham and
Love
Daryl.
Nocturnal
That was
Island.
quick. Why don't you back off? Why don't you give me a chance?
She's
to
a
meet
beautiful
her?
young lady. That's all I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah, okay. Juan Robles. Our good old friend
You
Juan
nailed it.
Robles. Michonne and Daryl. Lost Cookie. Daryl and Glenn. David Hall says Glenn and Rosita. Ooh, somebody said Rosita. Christian Athas. Is that just my Athas? I don't know. Morgan. She says Morgan. And did you guys read where like a lot of comments were talking about what Morgan was building? We'll get to that in a minute about what Morgan was building in the basement. KK Bacon. I hope that's Kevin Bacon. Says Carol and Luis Osorio. Give me a second. Osorio. There we go. Why? That's not that difficult. That's not that. Look, it's not that hard. What is that?
Osorio.
Yeah. Well, why does it sound weird when I say it?
You were trying to put a little accent on it.
Luis
trying to do the tongue roll and it just wasn't working.
I can't do. I can do like the Chewbacca.
I was gonna say you got the Chewbacca down pretty.
I noticed our previous winner, Samburbia Pictures, he commented on the video but didn't enter the sweepstakes.
Yeah, guy, we need you to do that.
I
Get
guess
on
he
that,
doesn't.
buddy.
He feels maybe it'd be unfair if he won twice.
He got a knife. Oh, what if he had I don't know if I trust someone with a knife and a bat.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's scary.
No.
I'd be scared of what video he would make with the bat. He probably would just kill off all of our favorite characters.
I'd still watch it.
Same here. Gosh, that guy's the next Robert. There's
Robert Redford.
Yeah, there you go. There's a director named Robert something.
Robert.
It escapes me.
Robert Meacham. Robert Ketchum. Robert Downey Jr. Robert.
We'll go with Downey Jr. I think he's going to be the next Iron Man.
He's gonna be the
Dude,
next
your
Iron Man.
Snapchat is what informed me of the Spider-Man on the other
I
Avengers.
just started
that was
Snapchat
so
the other
beautiful.
day. It's really exciting.
It is a lot of fun, isn't it?
Timed it perfect. It was great.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble with my connection. I wanted to see what people said about what Morgan's mace in the basement. Somebody said a robot.
Someone
and that
said a
made
robot.
me laugh. Oh, and somebody else made a good comment. A jail cell.
That would certainly be the most practical.
And that's
I
where
was thinking that's what it was, but I don't know why he would cry while making a jail cell.
Because hold on.
Wouldn't that be what he wanted?
Morgan was making. Christian Athas said this. I believe Morgan was wielding a makeshift jail cell in that basement because we know they eventually hold Negan in one. And the reason Morgan is upset is because he wanted no part in the just killing for the sake of killing without trying to negotiate. What better way to end Morgan's run than sacrificing himself for a cause he wanted no part of to show people there is another way?
That is very well thought out.
Right?
I was going to say it's a cell because remember Eastman put him in a cell at first.
Right.
So in order to convert people, he's just going to throw them in a cell and talk at them.
That's some deep stuff right there.
Wouldn't that be a great season? Season 7.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do a
talks
lot.
to Negan.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna. I don't know, man. The way that they're talking and how they're building on this season's been better than the past season, stuff like that. And then 7's going to be explosive and amazing.
That's probably going to start the all-out
Yeah,
war.
we're marching
Where
to
are they
war.
going to go from after that?
Oh, they still got plenty.
Yeah,
to
we
go.
got Whisperers
I
coming
think-
up, baby.
I think people have said that
Yeah,
all-out war
Whisperers.
it could really be stretched out for 2 seasons if they wanted it to.
It was like a year's worth of comics. I mean,
they could
epic.
stretch that out easily.
And we haven't even met like the kingdom yet with Ezekiel. I mean,
Right.
there's still a lot of ground to
Shiva.
cover.
I mean, you got
Yeah.
a lot. Well, and I don't think that they would. I hope they don't bring Negan in just to kill him off a season later. I mean, this is a big player in the Walking Dead universe, so there's probably going to be seasons with him in it.
Do the comics? I think I've asked you this before. Do they come out weekly or monthly?
Monthly. Sometimes we'll get 2 in a month. That's kind of rare. When All Out War was going on, we'd sometimes get 2 a month. Just
Like
because
12 a year though. That's a lot of waiting.
it is.
You
but
read it in like 30 minutes.
no less than. Well, yeah, depending on.
I'm a slow reader.
Well, yeah, with the pictures and stuff, you want
Yeah.
to soak it in. But
Yeah, they got pictures.
Yeah.
I like the pictures.
yeah.
I saw a book that they didn't have pictures in it. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna play. Screw that. I ain't.
Yeah. Wait, you gotta use your imagination. Who's
What
trying to
is
do
this?
that?
What is this?
Not me.
Who's this John Steinbeck fellow? I ain't reading this. Ain't no pictures.
But no, man, like the Walking Dead comic, it's a nice little accent to go with the show.
Oh, yeah. If you don't read the
Little
comics, I would
side
highly
dish.
recommend you start reading the comics.
Or at least Wikipedia them or something.
Yeah.
You can. You really can read the plot lines on
That's
Wikipedia.
what I do for most new movies that come out, unless I really care. I'm not a really person that cares about spoilers. Like, I go in search of spoilers, unless it's something that I really don't want to know about.
Did you do with Star Wars? Did you know Han was getting ready to die?
Whoa, there's some people. No, I'm just kidding.
I hadn't seen it, so.
Oh, Han dies. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, he falls into a pit of lava.
Yeah.
So
no, there's been many conversations. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen before the movie. I saw the scene like on.
By the way, if you haven't seen Star Wars, tune out now.
yeah.
That's good. That's good. If you haven't seen it and you say you're a Star Wars fan, then I doubt you're really a Star Wars.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I have all of them, and I think they're okay. But I've never been like.
But it's not something you go out of your
fan.
right.
I mean, I'll watch it in Redbox. Like, I enjoy Star Wars, but for me, it never grabbed me the way it seems to have grabbed everyone else. Like, I liked it. I didn't like Star Trek at all. Like, I just couldn't get into that. But Star Wars, I just
what's happening?
You know,
Oh, he's
Look, I
wearing a
got-
Star Trek
Yeah.
shirt. And he's rubbing his nipples.
It was
Was
below
part
my
of that
nipples.
necessary? You did-
Look, when
happening?
the warm weather starts coming, I prune up my body hair, and it's kind of it's a new
man.
sensation. I'm like a
man.
chihuahua all over.
When the weather warms up and the dingleberries are in bloom.
I'm just saying, it's a comfort thing. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not some kind of exhibitionist.
Are you
It-
sure?
it makes-
Says the man who's buttoning his shirt back up.
Jeez.
Oh, good times. It really was
Yeah.
a slow episode, though. I mean, I feel like Morgan's probably building a jail, so maybe he's building some kind of
but you know,
trap
you
or
would think
something.
that building a jail cell is something he would be happy about. Like, he's sparing a life instead of
because he
killing.
knows what he's going to have to do. I think he knows what's going to happen.
I think you're on.
I think he is.
Though.
I think he is building a jail cell, though. I mean, what else in the zombie apocalypse? What else could he possibly be welding? Unless maybe he's taken his staff to the next level.
Oh, geez.
And he's created some kind of metal spike staff because now he knows Crazy Morgan's got to come back out, and wooden staff just ain't gonna do it. So maybe he's created some kind of like shredder,
making
from
all
the
those
Ninja
booby
Turtle
traps
staff
again.
with the spike a spear or something at the end. I'm just
I'd be
being,
down for that.
and you know, we obviously know that's not happening, but I mean, it
Morgan
would
with
be
a
cool.
trident would be amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
It would be
a
really
trident
cool.
in general is pretty cool if it's done
A
right.
black Poseidon. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a really good idea.
Yep. Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's what we that's what the world needs in advancing culture.
There's a black
Coming
Poseidon.
together. It's just we need a black Poseidon.
Yeah. I
Go
think
over
you're
the
right,
water.
though, pal. I
Well,
think
well-
Morgan's going to be the only reason Negan lives.
Oh man.
Oh, let's talk about some
Michonne.
great hair.
Who did we
Yeah.
even see Rick this episode? Did
No.
we see him when
At
he
the
when
very
they-
at
end,
the very
he
end,
popped
right.
that guy in the head.
This is a very Carol Maggie episode.
Again, Rick is not. He doesn't. He asked this guy like 2 questions. He could have pumped him for information for days.
Oh yeah, we did hear Rick.
Oh,
a
that's
lot.
right. Rick did just. I mean, that was. And you know what's sad though is Rick probably thinks that he just killed Negan. You know, because the guy's like, "I am Negan,"
Yeah.
and then Rick's like, "Okay, pal."
Yeah, what he
like,
say?
that
I'm
was
sorry,
the
it has
worst,
to be this way.
That was like the worst thing you could have said if you were in that situation. Rick's like, where's Negan or whatever. I am Negan. Pow.
Well,
I
the
mean, he
guy,
didn't,
you
know.
heard him. He started talking, and he thought they were going to negotiate something.
Right.
So he was like, "So let's talk." And he's like, "I'm sorry, it has to be this," and just capped him.
Yep.
and now all those
amazing.
guys that the redhead called in, I'm assuming they're heading for their base.
But you know what though? But the thing is I don't think they're going to get in that situation because it showed. Next week's episode, they're all back at Alexandria.
Yeah.
So I don't think that we're going to have to worry
So no
about 'em.
Mexican standoff.
No,
I mean, that's the worst thing you can do is kill off all your hostages. I mean,
Yeah, there's no leverage left.
no leverage.
I really didn't
Like I
expect
said,
them
he's an
all
awful deal
to.
maker.
I didn't really expect them all to die the way they did. I really thought that they were going to be like
As the episode went on, I kind of figured this was a one.
they were like
for them.
players. I thought the redhead was going to live. I definitely didn't think that necessarily the redneck woman, but the redhead because she's a good actress. So I thought they brought her in and we're going to keep her around a little bit longer.
Well, I think she's one of those actresses that you bring, kind of like Eastman. Like you bring them in just for like one episode because it's they're well known in certain circuits. So you bring them on for an episode and then they run their storyline and then you get them out of there.
Bingo.
Was that supposed to be the but it just
that was
sounded
actually
broke.
me throwing away my soda, but
It was a nice enough
you
sound
miss it?
effect, though.
Did you miss the can?
no, it actually
happened?
it's an empty trash can, so it went in and bounced back out.
No
they called
points
me
for
white
you, pal.
chocolate on the basketball court, so
Yep.
I wouldn't
Sounds like
miss.
you should play for Notre Dame. Heyo! I'm a UNC fan.
man, I almost wore my Duke shirt tonight.
Oh, I wish you would have. I would have burned it.
Oh yeah, no. No, I almost did too. Like I was, I just was grabbing a shirt out the drawer, and I was like, I wanted to grab my Duke shirt, but I was like, you know what? It's too hot for that. It's a long sleeve shirt.
Oh, it was a little warm today. It's kind of cloudy and muggy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that humidity.
Yeah.
But well, that's interesting. The whole dynamic of the podcast has changed now because we have a UNC fan.
Oh, I'll look past it. It's fine. I can act like it.
I don't really
You can get past your disability?
Yeah.
I'm very happy for you.
That was good. That was good.
I am very happy for you.
That took me a second. I was like, what is he? What disability? Oh, God, he got me. No, you deserve that.
No, I do. I have friends that it's a friendly, fun rival. I'm not one of these. People get on Facebook and they'll be like, keep calm and go to hell, Duke. I'm like, I don't like UNC, but I don't wish eternal damnation on their fans. I mean, that's a bit extreme.
Yeah.
I just wish you would go the hell away from me during the game, not go to hell itself. That's just a little extreme. But I'm playing, side note this, I'm going to loop this back around. If anybody out there has been playing the Division, which I've been playing the crap out of, I really enjoy it. It's kind of repetitive, honestly, but I do really like it. It's like Borderlands, but good.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't like Borderlands that much because it was so
Borderlands.
repetitive. I never played the second one. I heard the second one was really good. Played the first one, I liked it, but it just was the same thing. Go to this area, level up, kill people. But so this one's getting good. I have one suggestion though, being that it's throw zombies in there. Like have a zombie mode. I think that would be a really cool because I think
they have a lot of DLC planned for that game.
I think that they're going to have a lot more come out for it. So that would be really cool to do like a zombie mode.
I was never much good with Division. Multiplication,
multiplication,
but Division, no, never could get it. The long Division, especially, yikes.
It takes one person to start the slow clap.
He didn't say anything. He waited for that moment.
I was waiting in the weeds.
Do you know what the key to comedy is? Say, Matt, what's the key to comedy?
Matthew, are you getting ready to say timing is the key to comedy?
I bet you're great at like stand-up shows and parties. Do you just tell them the joke, the punchline before they?
Mm-hmm. I love stepping on a joke. Love
ask
it.
Me what the key to comedy is.
Love
just
it.
Ask, say, Matt,
love
what's the key to comedy?
Stepped right on it.
Just say it.
What is it? Tell me.
Tell me what he's not gonna ask.
No, what is it? What's the key to comedy? I need to know.
It's timing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's timing. Yeah, you got it right. You got it right.
All right, well.
This ain't my first rodeo, pal.
I can tell. You got to grab the bull by the horns.
Got to grab it by something anyway.
What the hell?
Yep. Talking about the penis.
Oh. You just look at the computer. You don't even press the alarm button.
No, because now with knowing JP, if he goes in much more detail about the penis, then he gets the alarm.
Call.
No, I'm going to cut it off there. That's
the penis.
I was just about to say, are you going to cut off the penis? Or
if that's what it comes
cutting
to.
off the conversation.
That was a pun intended. That was good.
Why aren't bulls circumcised? I don't know.
I didn't know.
Somebody asked me today, what's a castrated bull? And I was like, isn't that a cow? Pretty much, right?
I don't think just because he lost his nuts, I don't think he grew a vagina though.
Well, I don't know how it works. I'm not a veterinarian.
Pretty
or
sure a castrated bull is just a castrated bull, and then a cow is a cow.
What's the old old saying? You can get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but rather take the butcher's word for it.
Does
that apply here?
I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah. Catch Me If You Can, maybe?
Tommy Boy.
Catch Me
If You Can's a good call. I'm hand ready. Call hand ready.
Yeah.
That's good. Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he was talking about milks and cream and turning it into butter. Another nice little animal metaphor.
Which movie are we talking about?
Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, Carl Hanratty?
Yeah. They tell him to say the prayer, and he tells that instead. Mm-hmm.
So it was a slow episode. Not really much happened. You didn't miss much.
That was I enjoyed it. I mean, of course, coming off of the last few that were so tense and all of that, it was a little bit different. But I still enjoyed it. Like I give it like a 6.5 or 7. I mean, it wasn't a bad episode. I mean, it was good. It just you're coming off. It still was not Daryl and Beth Slow again.
And it ended very well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It did.
I liked how it ended.
I'm going to say 5.5.
Oh wow,
that's a little bit under.
Wow,
it was just slow. I mean, I liked the exposition a little bit. I liked what they did with Carol. It made me, like I said, it made me gain a little respect. But overall, it was just very slow. I kept looking at my clock, like, okay, is the episode over with yet?
I was just kind of waiting. It was like I was waiting for that big thing to happen that never really did. Like one of them to die. Mm. You know, like I thought maybe Carol was going to bite the dust this episode, but
it does give Carol a lot more depth though as a character. It does. She's got like PSTD or something. PTSD. PSD.
She's got an STD?
HPV? I don't know.
Maybe that's why she's so aggressive. Maybe she's got like flaming herpes, and then they hurt, so she's constantly aggressive.
How would you treat that? I don't even know.
I don't think you do.
HPV is scary, man.
It's a precursor to cancer.
Yeah.
It's
cervical cancer. Yeah.
Because somebody at a place I used to work tried to start a rumor about a girl having HPV and she's a whore and all that. And I was like, you don't have to be a whore to get HPV.
Absolutely not.
I mean, it can happen. If you anybody.
There's a lot of that. I mean, can't you pick up herpes from like toilet seats?
Yes, I guess.
We make light of a lot on this podcast, but not HPV.
No,
never HPV.
Not HPV.
No.
But yeah. All right.
I don't know why I got so serious about HPV.
Okay.
You have to get your uterus scraped out if you get HPV.
Ladies, get yourselves checked.
Like a nearly empty jar of peanut butter. You got to get your uterus scraped.
Wow, I don't know.
Which there are like.
I don't know if I like that euphemism.
I remember my health class. There's like a bunch of different types of HPV, and a lot of them are actually harmless, from what I remember in my human anatomy class or whatever.
Well, just get things checked.
But you should always get it checked. But if you do have HPV, don't panic. I don't think it necessarily means you're gonna.
No, you're not a leper.
Just take proper precautions.
Just go and get checked, and you'll be good.
Well, there's even a vaccine for it now.
See, we try to give back.
There's your public service.
I mean, fellas, get your physicals and everything done. You got to be, especially when you get to a certain age. But ladies, get yourselves checked.
What is it? By the age of 40, you should get your prostate checked, or is it 50?
I always
For me,
heard
it's going to be like death. It's not happening.
Yeah.
My dad is just turned 50, and I mean, he had to have his checked for something. I was like, so would you? Was it as bad as they say? He was like, I'm never doing it again.
Well, I saw a commercial. It was some guy, I don't know, one of those Dr. Oz guys. Not Dr. Oz per se, but one of those TV doctors. And it was one of those PSAs where it's like, men, get yourselves checked. We know it's uncomfortable for you, but it's not exactly comfortable for us either. And I was like, that's pretty cool. The doctors sharing with you, it's their job. They have to do it, and you want to get checked. But yeah, at the same time, I'm not.
I mean, I'd say that too if I wasn't the one getting a finger at my butt.
That's true.
And it's better than having to get your rectum cut out down the road, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I've never had either done, so I'm trying to figure out.
I've had a finger up the butt before. It was. It wasn't the most. I'm saying. It wasn't completely unpleasant.
I only gave you half of it that time.
It wasn't completely unpleasant.
That was
too far away.
Off today.
Boy, oh boy.
Well, that about wraps up this week's podcast. Not as much to talk about.
Nice little leisurely talk. This was good.
Covered a lot of ground.
Don't forget, we've got a cool contest going. You can win a complete replica of Negan's bat. It's comic book black and white, which is really cool.
With red blood splatter.
With red blood.
Real blood.
Is it real blood? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did you kill to?
Did you have to kill someone?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
An accomplice.
I don't question things JP does when he leaves.
Accessory after the fact, pal. After so many years, I have to remind you.
In order to enter, all you have to do is comment under this or any of our videos. For your own, I would recommend you do it on the newer one so we'll see it. But nonetheless, comment on one of our videos.
No
the top
double dipping.
Two choices of yours.
I've got them written down.
That you think will. Matt's good on these contests. He keeps you guys written down. So the top two choices of yours that you think are going to die by Negan, either or both. I say that like. We had said, and if one of yours is right, then you get thrown into the drawing for the Negan bat. But what if they get them both right? Like, what if two people die? Should we have like an exclusive drawing past that point for the people that got them
I might
both
give
right?
I might give them a shout out.
Like maybe we'll pull a little bit. Maybe pull a little barb off the barbed wire and send that to them.
Nice.
Like,
figure something out.
We'll figure out something. Maybe like a handwritten letter or something from one of the characters.
A nice little care package. Blah, 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 blah.
I
ran out of water. And people, go check out Nocturnal Island's page. It's really wonderful. She comments on our videos.
Check it out now. You've talked.
She's commented on like the last 3 videos or so of ours.
Is.
Yeah,
she's really well worded.
Deep in our camp.
She's good, and she's from California.
Yes.
So where the girls are warmer.
Yep. I think we should do some crossover action. And Nocturnal, I hate to put you on the spot, but if you made like a Podcasting Dead themed crafty something for our studio, perhaps I'm sure we could send something your way. Something really nifty, maybe even a piece of Walking Dead memorabilia from my personal collection. And we might trim a little hair off of Matt's beard and send to you as well in a little Ziploc bag. It's a natural aphrodisiac.
I better start growing it now. You're telling me.
Yeah. Yep.
No, but seriously, you're telling me?
I am.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, man.
So.
Okay. Well, you're going to get yourself a cool little care package.
So enter the contest. Go see Nocturnal Island.
Like
watch
our
that
Facebook
video.
Page.
Watch San Barbara Pictures video at the end of last week's episode.
Check it out.
Like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. Shrade actually put us on a
Trade
list.
knives.
The people that gave us the knife to give away a couple of weeks ago actually put us on a list of people to follow on their official Twitter.
That's so sweet.
And
I'm telling you.
our follows didn't really go up that much, but we do appreciate the effort. Twitter's not our strong avenue. YouTube is, and then Facebook's getting there. Twitter, we're just not doing as much. We need to get on our Twitter.
We're making lots of new friends on the YouTube.
Last I checked, we're at like almost 180 subscribers.
Which, considering we literally don't know any of you, is pretty good.
I'm
for
hoping
us.
I know a couple of them. There's a few
Think
friends
so?
that I've told, hey, subscribe to my podcast. My buddy last week, right before we got ready to start, my friend called me and I said I couldn't talk to him. I was like, hey man,
Your pal in Richmond.
Yeah, I was like, hey buddy, I got a podcast I'm doing.
The
He's like,
nurse, the male nurse.
Yeah, I was like,
I only have like
a podcast.
I only have like one or two supportive friends, so I doubt I know any.
Well,
of
it's
them.
okay. It's a quality over quantity.
Jay, if you're one of Matt or JP's friends, we really appreciate you subscribing.
I think we should set a quota. If we don't break 200 subscribers by the time the season's out, one of us has to die. So save our lives, people.
Yeah, I'm out of that. You two can do that.
Save our life. I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah,
That's
we're
fine.
doing this.
So one of JP or Matt one is going to die.
This will be a two-man show if we don't reach 200 subscribers.
Oh, we got it, please, guys, because I just feel like it's going to be me.
I feel like it would be better with just you two, but you're not going to be able to get into the studio without me. So I can't die.
It would be
and
inconvenient.
can't handle any of the machines. Wouldn't have that third person perspective. I could go. You know what? I could make a list right now of how this would be awful without.
No, but I have a key, so I have to be able to let you in.
Well, that's one of them.
Yeah, I can't die because of that reason, or else if I die, the podcast can't go. So
it
has
is
to
a
be one
glass
of you
door.
two.
How many minutes you think we could get in before the cops show up?
I think he said 45 seconds.
45. Okay.
Oh yeah, the second that alarm goes off, they call
Yeah,
me.
45 seconds before it sends out an alarm to the cops. So on top of that, so you probably have a good 3.5 minutes.
It'll be a much shorter show, but more substantive. That's a word, right?
I'm gonna
I ran
say
out
it
of
is.
water.
You said it with such chutzpah that I'm just gonna say yes, it is a word.
Chutzpah. I
like
like
that.
that one.
That's what Shakespeare
Is that
used to say. Chutzpah.
Is that a real word?
Yeah, I think
It's
it's a
Yiddish.
Jewish word. Yeah, it's Yiddish.
Oh, cool.
I'm schwitzing over
We like the
here.
Jews here.
I get people tell me I'm a Jew all the time.
No one is a
don't know
bigger
what
friend
that
to
means.
Israel than me. And that's all I'm going to say.
That's good.
All right, so we will see you guys next week.
I don't have like a witty thing to say back. Something
What is there
something
to
Iron
say?
Dome. I don't know.
We are glad to have you.
Thanks
I'm
for
Justin.
coming, guys. I'm Matt.
And I'm JP.
That's it.
That's all I am.
I'll give you a hug, buddy. Come here.
I could
Come
use
here.
one.
Come here.
I'm going to bury my face into your shoulder.